ties with Zamfara people, their discountenance with education is now being practiced by government by making sure schools were not open for 3 years, academic programs were not run, examinations were not done even when there are national issues. A state was isolated and the people were subjugated to compulsive illiteracy and backwardness. Knowledge is power.
Seeing a child run a nation.
Yes. So for you to switch off, they say he who kills a man has just killed the image of God, one person. But we are here in a country of our own, and tactically we are almost made to out.
Or you fortify yourself.
Yes. So the truth remains that those in government are just among us who found themselves there. So if we keep a paradigm of consciousness that will trigger alertness, because the power is residing with the people.
Okay, talking about the paradigm shifts, and it shows that those found wanting are actually prosecuted, because Nigerians are really waiting for the number of years that insecurity has existed and it continues to rear its ugly head. Many Nigerians are waiting to see those who will be prosecuted, and that has not happened. You just said that the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has all the powers to investigate anybody and ensure that he follows the matter to the latter. Just how do we expect the president to do this? When, before him coming in as the president, I remember that there were lots of noise about his deputy, the vice president, beg your pardon, Vice President Shetima, that he is a member of Boko Haram, and today he is the vice president of Nigeria. Not to talk about that, we are also talking about the former governor of Zamfara State, Matawale Bello. Also, government has been penetrated.
That would be because there's an extent of permissiveness that will lead to total helplessness. But I still don't want to say here that the government can become helpless. It's not possible, except if the government chooses to be helpless or to deceptively assume the status of helplessness. Before this time, the entire citizenry of this country have been talking about the relationship between the bandits, the terrorists, with people in government, and all that and all that. But some people will tell you, go to court, or prove it, or how do you know? How do you know that there's air to breathe when you are breathing? How do you know that there's insecurity when bandits are killing communities, creating displaced persons, creating orphans, creating widows, and you are seeing and interacting with these orphans and widows who are coming to beg for means of livelihood from you, and somebody saying, how do you know? How many ears do you need to have before you start hearing people cry? These are issues. So our country, because when you contest for a position as a lawmaker, you find your way in the chambers of our legislation, lawmaking becomes your duty. But the law you must make must be consistent with the need and yearnings of the people.
Absolutely.
If you come to power and you're not ready to address real issues, the time you spend in office is not time for vagueness, but time for reality, actions that are well directed. You don't make laws that are not actionable, that are not implementable. you must put structures that will make those actions achievable. Otherwise, the need for the law is not there. That is where we have found ourselves. So if soldiers are trained and maybe they don't have the equipment they need, and you just give them their salaries, it's not just about salary. They must be alive to use the salary.
Even as a veteran military engineer and a security expert, many things to come in. And we hope that when we call you again, you will oblige.